This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Welcome to How You Doin, a health and wellness podcast from INCRadio New York Satellite Studio. Whether you're on the go or taking a minute to breathe, we've got real tips, good conversations, and weekly check-ins to help you live well without losing your city pace. Are you ready? Let's get to it.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome again to How You Doing, brought to you by INCRadio New York Satellite Studio. I am Sister Abby Hidalgo, and I will be your host for today. And with me, we have Sister Mika. How are you doing, Sister Mika?
I'm doing well, Sister Abby. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. It is, a lovely Saturday. It's nice and cool. It's no longer humid. So I know it's like kind of the perfect day to get out. And, this is our program where we talk about real ways to take care of your health without complicating it. So as we kind of mentioned, our big idea or our topic for today will be related around small movements can make a big difference. So are in the YouTube live chat, we have a question of the week. So don't forget to put your answer, your name, and your local congregation. So if Kuya Tech can show our question of the week. And we'll say, what is one small movement you can add tomorrow, even if it's just for 5 minutes to break up into your day tomorrow, even if it's for just 5 minutes to break up a long or standing. So again, don't forget to include in your congregation, and we will highlight your answer throughout the show. And we'll also count you for, joining us for the show today, so that, later on we'll talk about where you at. Okay, so on to our next segment of where you at. So Kuya Tech can show the bumper. Well, this is our segment where we can represent. There we go. Where you at? This is where we're gonna, acknowledge all the local congregations and an opportunity for all of you in your respective local congregations or extension to be recognized and represent. So you can bring your local A game. Now each person from your local extension or group worship service that will comment, give a shout out. So when you type in the chat, don't forget to include, we're no longer doing the hashtag or the spamming. So the local with time throughout the show. So we're the first local congregation trophy will be announced next week. So make sure we can represent well. Week's show, the top local congregation is Bronx. So congratulations. We're going to highlight the local congregation who is the top of the month. We're going to highlight those are recognized, the ones for each show. And then at the end of the month, the top or has the most representation throughout the month, we'll announce you as well. So month of September, the local congregation, the top one is Forest Hills. So congratulations to both the local of Bronx and Forest Hills. So next congregation for this show. So now let's go on to our
what we're all here for. Well, actually, we're all here for free stuff. So today's topic, right? Stress less, ways to stay active. Yes, like a sedentary kind of like work environment where, you're standing up all day, right? And to go to the gym because you're so tired. So that's what we're here for. You don't really need like a fancy gym or super long extra time to be able to stay active. So today we're going to be talking about able to move wherever you are Like right now, I'm on this seat. Little ways to keep your blood flowing, your energy up, and your body feeling good, even when your schedule's tight, right? So, there are these things called movement snacks, right? So these are like little, versus like a meal, right? A meal is a bigger, bigger like food intake, whereas snacks are like little bits and pieces of like food here and there. So that's kind of one of the things that um, was into us by our physical therapists. They couldn't be on the show today, but yeah, movement snacks throughout the day. What are some movement snacks, Sister?
So well, we picked the brain of our physical therapist in our district. Sister Melody Espiritu from the local Belmore sent me her information. So shout out to Sister Melody. So some like little snacks or movement snacks that we can do is you can do stretching, like wrist stretching. And that can be if you use so you can like stretch out your arms, stretch out your legs, not our arms and legs, arms. And this kind of reminds me of our physical warm-ups in choir as well. Stretches like if you feel like you've been at the computer or sitting for a while, your body, get it loose and get it moving. So that's, I guess, one one movement snack that you can do throughout the day is stretching.
One of our physical therapists, Brother Art Lalabas from Woodbury, who also gave us some, like tips on what you can do. And let me pull it up. Where is it? Oh, here. So honestly, or just stretching your legs is already a big help, right? Like what Sister Abby mentioned, right? Roll your roll your shoulders back, forward, stretching your neck. Again, like the stuff that we do for choir. Their side steps is another thing. So we can we Brother Lance isn't here. Exercises. So basically you stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and then you just basically do side steps. You can do it for like a minute long, right? And then you sit back down, right? Then, so let's say you're also sitting down. I wonder if oh no, you can't see. Sorry. But when you're sitting down, you can raise your knee, right? So like let's say you raise your left knee up. I raised my right knee. Your left knee. So yeah, those are some of the things, simple things that you can stand. Again, you can do like 10 to 15 of them. You can sit to stand is one of the other things that Brother Art mentioned to us. Up tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Quickly reach forward and stand up. So hold on. Let me show you how it looks like. So we're sitting down, right? So you kind of like this. And you stand up. And then you stand up. So something like that. Again, really, really simple moves you can do while you're sitting down or standing up. And and it doesn't take like 30 minutes. It can take about a minute to 5 minutes if you have a little bit of extra time. What else?
And like instead of we kind of mentioned in previous episodes, when you are, you've been sitting for a long time or standing for a long time, you can even take the stairs. It's like, oh, it's lunchtime and you're on like the 15th or how tall your building is. So instead of using the elevator, you can take the stairs or a route to the caf if you need to go buy lunch or whatnot. Or you can like do like a quick 5-10 minute walk around your company's, like any small movement. And there's other things like mini squats or wall squats, room if you have to go to the bathroom. Walking to there is like again.
Yes, that's right. It doesn't have to be big. So like you can do like roll like your ankles, like once in a while. do like 10 on. If you are able, like if you're on a like walk around, what I do at work, because I sit down all day, like after you eat lunch. So
Mhm.
after your lunchtime, as I eat, you're so sleepy. So I'm on my laptop and I walk on the other side of my table where there's a ledge up. So I stand up for like half an hour or whatever. Or if I'm feeling a little drowsy, lap around the office. Um, quick things is like again, if you're trying to get coffee, right, while you're waiting for your coffee to brew or to you can do like 5 squats, right? Work. So I know that I'm not going to be able to go to the gym that day, with like the big jugs of water,
Mhm.
right? So each of those,
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yes. So about um not even a minute long, right? I'll carry squats, or I'll do two, and I'll do uh like the like Romanian deadlifts using lots of water, and it's really good. So again, little movement snacks, throughout the day. How about those who stand all day, Mr. Abby? What are some of the things that they can do to, keep some areas loose and moving?
What Sister Melody said, for those who stand for prolonged periods of time, um, you have to have your legs, front and back and lower back, loose. The more tight the leg muscles, it pulls on your back, causing stiffness. So you have to, your legs to keep, your back loose. And also you have to, I guess some things for those who are standing. Also, don't buckle your knees or overextend your knees. Keep it low when you're know that you're going to be standing for long periods of time in your job. Work on your core muscles so that it will also support your back.
That's right. Thank you so much. And then actually, let's read some of the comments. Emma Sterba says, quick jumping jack to wake me up in the morning, viewing from Wyndham. Mark Noel Macasero, good morning from Belmore. To answer the question, even just helpful. Same thing with Brother Chad Bustamante. Oh, after a long sit, to just get up and take a 5-minute walk outside from Forest Hills. Families here in the District of New York are doing a steps challenge. We're tracking our steps daily. Last week we had over 1.5 million steps come. Love that. So what is it they say, like 10,000 steps a day? So for people who are trying to get their steps in, right? If you're sitting down all day, sometimes hitting 10K steps can sound pretty. So some of the ways that we can, get those steps in is like, let's say if you're driving, you can park a little further, right? Or maybe like if you're taking so I'm on 96, I'm on the 96th Street stop. I'll get off on like 86th Street and walk. This way I can get my steps in. I can do a little bit of cardio, maybe like speed walk. I use speed walk, not just stroll. Good thing that Sister Joselle Hippolyta from Forest Hills mentioned is throw on a video of a favorite concert, walk around the living room, sweep, dust, etc. It's an easy way to get movement and chores in. You might even dance a little. Yeah, we love that. For those are some of the things that you can also do. What else can we do, Sister Abby?
Home, just to go off of Sister Giselle, some suggestions for your coffee or heating up your food or whatever you're doing in the kitchen while you're waiting. Also, you can do some push-ups on your on the countertop to keep your arms moving while you wait. And then if you're watching or any streaming videos or movies or whatnot, I don't know if these commercial breaks or those
And it
ads.
depends on your the type of subscription.
Back when I was a child, we did have commercial breaks, and then during those breaks, like subscription, you can do like little activities again, like squats, wall sits, little stretches and whatnot, and yeah, and then like what's it said, put on your favorite song or whatever, and just move in.
That's right. That's right. We love that. And then like taking the stairs opposed to as opposed to the elevator or the elevator.
Mhm.
Sometimes I have no choice if at the train station that I'm at the elevator is not working. The escalator is not working. I still take it up. I don't just like stand there. It's great to get your heart pumping, and like to just breathe, be able to breathe heavily. Although, yeah, like some escalator's not working, so you'll have to take a million and one flights of stairs. Um, well, what about, right? I feel like kind of like a negative connotation when it comes to working out an hour or like an hour and a half to then it feels like, or like if you don't do like a 45-minute, it didn't count, right? So I think that we, bringing it back to movements next, exercise is great, but you really just have to move and tell your body that you're alive, like, like that you're still moving so that it remembers to move with you, right? So I guess it's kind of like a shift set. Um, and again, you don't have to be in a gym to be able to move your body. Doing chores like this kind of workout in itself, right? Um, Stretching. I feel like we should make it feel approachable, right? And not daunting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're starting off on your movement or like your exercise journey to become, more mobile, it can start in like small increments. Like, again, like what Sister Mika said, you don't have to be at the gym for an hour or 45 minutes. Like, you can incorporate that throughout your day. Take 10-15 minutes of during your break time to just do the exercise, or if you have downtime in your job, you can do movements, because anything can help, just to keep your body like warm, or like even trying to build those small those muscles stronger, or and get those muscles moving.
That's right. So, you can even, let's say a 45 minutes, right? You don't have to do all 45 minutes, right? Like you can do like 5 minutes at a time, right? You can like while you brush your teeth, or, again, like do a quick lap around the office, like do some quick squats again, like while your coffee's brewing, just little things during the day that, make you move. Just so again, you can get your heart pumping through.
Yes, sorry, trying to multitask.
I
I
know,
guess.
I'm trying to read the comments, the YouTube comments.
Yeah, Sister Marcel said, while working in the office, you can also do it while sitting. Yes. Do a few minutes of deep breathing exercise. So yeah, I believe Art sent you some exercises that, right? You don't have to even get up from your desk or actually physically stand up. There are exercises that you can do when you're seated. I think you did show it earlier, right, Sister Mika? Or
Yes.
what else? I guess we are on, I guess, our last question. Like, we did answer our last question, right? It's important to move our bodies. And any
Our council report. Here we go. Stretching throughout the day is just as beneficial as stretching all at once, because if you only stretch a full hour, right, that means that you have 20 body to tighten back up. So by the time you're stretching, you're going to be tight all over again.
Mm-hmm.
The key is to move, stretch. So
Yes.
Yes, it's very important to keep our body moving, our blood flowing through. It's a little step towards health and wellness.
You have to keep moving because only after 30 minutes of inactivity, our joints and muscles stiffen. Just to kind of go off of with Brother Art, it is also good to move our joints so that it can have lubrication through movement. So it's always important to at least, I guess, in 30 minutes or so, if you're able to move, and your joint and your muscles also not as stiff.
I was gonna say something. But like when you're busy throughout the day, what are some of the ways that you can kind of remind yourself to do these things? Sister Melody said every 30 minutes, right? About 30 minutes, your joints what was it?
Stiffen.
So maybe you got an alarm for like 30 minutes. Take a lap, do like 10 squats, or like the exercises, the seated exercises that we mentioned earlier, right? Like raise your knees, raises, ankle rolls, and stuff like that. Just to be able to remind us to move throughout the day.
Trackers on our watches or our phones, and then sometimes I get on my watch, it tells up and moving. It tells you, it's like you haven't moved for quite some time. So if you have the ability to get those kind of fitness trackers to remind you to get up and move, or you can set a timer on your phone, or on your emails, or your whatever notification you have, to like kind of remind you to 5 minutes and then go back to work.
That's right. Some of our Sister Marisol said, just to go to an empty office, do a little stretching, or also to clear our building and use the stairs to the 4th floor. Kuja loves to do a handstand. He walks from one side of the room to the other side. He's amazing. That's right. We can also do very commons. Oh yes, that's really a great way to get your steps in.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all for the topic today.
Right. Yes, that's right. So, okay. So again, we ask everyone, we'd love to know how you're implementing, and we'd love to know where you're at in your journey to health and wellness, right? And we'd love to show it. We're also going to show that to you each week. So we're going to try to capture ourselves being healthy, maybe doing some exercises here and there, eating healthy. We're going to try our best. But if you have something that you'd like to share, please do y/NYK. What you doing? We'd love to share it with everyone, so that we can encourage each other to be healthy. And Brother Lance isn't here, but he did send us something to show for Rochester, right? They had an activity recently. If our Cleat Tech can play that video, please, so that we can check it. Okay, so yes, great job, Rochester, for that. Again, like if you have videos or photos that you'd like to share with us, please send it to the chat. Sister Abby, I think my connection is choppy. So
Yeah, okay. So for the next segment, is for what we doing. It's again our part where we're gonna find out what has been happening and what's about to happen in the District of New York. So if Kuya Tech can show the video. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So what are we for the District of New York? I believe next week, next coming weeks, we'll have a breast cancer awareness walk in Boston. And we have other fun activities that will and our local congregation. I believe there is another video. Oh, okay. Sorry, multiple tabs. Anyways, well, thank you. Little technical difficulties, it seems like, for today's show, so we apologize for that. But we are glad that you stuck with us and you answered our questions and had great conversations in the YouTube live chat. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you to the church administration for continuing to give us and speak about important topics like these. Greetings to our beloved brother Eduardo V. Manalo and our current Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranio Manalo. Also, greetings to our INCRadio station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our executive.
that's right. I hope that you can hear me. We would also like to greet our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos Chicamelda, and our CFO Advisor, Brother Jason Flores. Again, movement doesn't have to mean out or a trip to the gym. Sometimes it's as simple as standing up for a stretch, rolling your coffee. Until next time, don't forget to catch us again next Saturday, 11:30 a.m. 30 p.m. Philippine time, right here on How You Doing. Bye, everyone.
See you next week.
Nakikinig kayo sa Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan.
Pakabanalin mo sila sa katotohanan. Ang salita mo ay katotohanan. CEBS, Christian Era Broadcasting Service, DZEM 954, Tinig ng Katotohanan. Sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.